There are so many massive claims thrown around on YouTube these days, and you probably think that my title and thumbnail is exactly that. But be assured, I am certain I have found the new king of affordable divers. Hi guys, my name is Jason and I'm your watch guy today. The brand that I am featuring today has a mission, and that is to create the most impressive affordable diver on the market. I am telling you now, that's what they have done. This one is from a brand called Signum, and if you've seen them before, you know that I am not messing about with this one. They've sent me this one in to review for you, and a link to their website is in the description. If you can get your hands on one of these, do it. But first, let's get into the video. I'm an absolute sucker for a good affordable dive watch, and this is exactly that. In 2020, Signum released their Cuda diver, and it amassed a cult following instantly. And if I'm honest, if any cult's got a chance of getting me on board, it's them. This piece does everything right for me. This dial is pretty out there and I love it, but if this isn't your type of style, they do have other available options. There's one for pretty much everyone's taste. This one in particular caught me because I have nothing like it in my collection. In fact, I've never seen anything like this on the market. The cathedral dial is insanely beautiful, and it's accented so nicely by that satin finish ceramic blue bezel and those very legible markings. The casing is fully brushed throughout and makes a fantastic fit to the wrist. It almost has a skin diver effect feel to it. But let me tell you about the dimensions. I have a 39.1mm in diameter, 13mm thick, 46.1mm lug to lug, and these lugs are 20mm lugs. The 120 click unidirectional bezel is super well fitted, and the coin edge finish to is exactly what you want on this watch. It's matched to the signed and exposed crown, which is obviously a screw down piece. The lower case has a beveled edge which aids in the fit of the watch and really adds a premium effect to the casing. As well as that, we do have a chamfered edge which is also brushed to fit the rest of the case. The biggest upgrade to mention, aside from the 9 new dial options, is the Myota 9000 series movement in the back of this piece. It's also matched with a custom date wheel which displays at the 6 o'clock and means that this dial is so perfectly symmetrical. Speaking of which, where do I start with this dial? It's all sorts of insane but also stupidly beautiful. There's so many beautiful shapes and colours flowing through the dial, and it really does mimic that stained window effect perfectly. As well as that, it almost feels like the dial features are floating above that cathedral glass. The indices are super visible and the borders are accented really nicely by the loomed centres. This is an incredibly legible piece, exactly what you'd want from a dive watch. Again, the chaptering really does accent the dial and bezel really well with a separate colour fit. It's quite simple with a silver tone and black markings, but it does so much for this watch. I like that they've gone their own way with the handset. Also, they are bold, they are legible, and again, exactly what you want in this style. They are in a sword style shape, but they are also very thick hands, and they have a nice little decoration on the lower section. The handset is also set apart with the unique tip to the second hand. I honestly can't wait to show you this loom shot. I know how good these guys are with their loom, and this could be a real contender for a 10 out of 10. They could have called this one Hiroshima because it's absolutely nuclear level loom. And as well as that, they have the little added feature of that loomed crown signature. The date wheel is loomed, the bezel is fully loomed, the handset is fantastic, the dial is fantastic. As I say, absolutely nuclear. No other option here, guys. 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic from Signum, especially considering we are still really playing in the budget realm. I think the bracelet on this piece could probably be up there with some entry-level Swiss brands and micro brands like Zelos. It is brilliant. The links have lovely levels of angles to them. It's fully brushed. It is a screw piece link, female end links, which are also quick release. The clasp is signed, milled, we have double pushers and a fold over safety, and above all of that, the fit is fantastic. So let me show you this one on wrist. This is the Signum Cuda on wrist, and this is exactly where it's been for a week or so now. I absolutely adore this watch. As I've mentioned, it's definitely going to be one that's staying in the collection because I think it is the ideal the perfect, the king of budget dive pieces. Fits so nicely on wrist. And as I've also said, the bracelet is just brilliant on it. For this type of price, I just don't know how they're doing it, but I am so glad that Kyle is, because the man's a wizard. Now I'm going to be honest with you, the moan section for this one is going to be pretty short. In my mind, Signum have achieved their mission here. This is an overly impressive, affordable diver, and I truly believe this is the new king of affordable divers. They've done everything right. Looking at big brand competition, Seiko, Citizen and the likes, this one walks all over them at the same price range. As well as that, it outdoes so many micro brands I have seen on the channel. I guess they could have added some polished features to the piece. However, I also understand that the brushed effect is going to be much better for the long-term sustainability of the piece. Now, obviously this is not going to be for everyone, so if it's not, tell me in the comments why, because I think this could be the epitome of affordable microbrand divers. I just don't see anything that they've done wrong with this piece. But again, tell me I'm wrong. I'm so glad I've been able to feature the Signum brand and this watch, and this one is definitely going to be my go-to diver for a good while. Thanks for watching this one, guys. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you check out the Signum website in the description and their sister brand, STRATON. Both offer incredible watches at both ends of the market. I love their work, and I really do think you will too. Remember, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.